Thank you so much. First of all, I'd like to thank the Academy. My mom, dad in the audience, thank you. Thank you so much. This award means the world to me. We are here playing more trivia like we do every week. This is still Sporcle Party. I'm still your host, Party Pete. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. We're playing movies because the Oscar noms are out. Mm-hmm. Did you get that? Did that make sense? Oh no, I'm getting played off.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about you, Party Pete, but I've got the Oscar fever.
I've got the Oscar fever, and my fever's breaking. Sporcle Party. It's your favorite app on your favorite app store. Just go download it. That's how you play trivia with us. We're doing movie trivia, and you can play along with us. That's like the whole point of this show that we put on every Tuesday and Wednesday. You can join by typing in that game code over there, 456735. You can be my friend like SD here, and then you'll get notifications every time we go live. It's gonna be a good time. Let's see who's playing today. We've got Dan Jakes. What's up? We've got Exodia Fine, we've got Maureen K, we've got SD, we've got Jenner, Bookington, we've got Jenna, we've got Darina, Kitty Kessie, McClunky, Ozzy, Lorne, and I Love Beats. So let's get ahead and start the game. Here's how it works. I ask the questions, you answer them, and you associate a wager with your answer. The higher the wager, the more points you get. But you can only use each wager once, so use those high point wagers for the questions you think you're gonna get right. Use those low point wagers for the ones you're not so sure on. And question number one is in the 2014 film Guardians of the Galaxy, actor Bradley Cooper provides the voice for the character Rocket, who is what kind of animal? Technically, they never say that he is this type of animal.
I don't think that's true. I feel like Star-Lord says it in the first movie.
Oh, that might be.
He must.
He's got to look that animal in the face and say what animal he is. But he's like genetically engineered, so
he's modified.
I guess that's true. He's modified to clearly have the vocal cords of a human. That's for sure. That's one. He's got things on his spine, I think, too.
Yeah,
right?
he's got metal stuff.
He's got metal stuff. He's
also he walks
like
on
Wolverine.
2 legs.
That's true.
He's exactly like Wolverine.
He's exactly like Wolverine. Of course, Guardians of the Galaxy, it's your favorite raccoon. It's Rocket.
You know what bothers me about this?
What's that?
So I put Trash Panda, which
yeah,
also
fine. I'll give it to you.
Well, Peter starts calling him that in the second movie, right? But that's like a term that I only started hearing in like the 2010s, like Trash Panda.
Yeah.
And it just feels off that like Peter would know that as slang.
Maybe he started it. That's my take on it.
What? And then he came.
It's
to
a
Earth.
Multiverse, Darren.
What? And then he came to Earth.
Yes.
For Endgame, and then he was like, "That's a Trash Panda" to some random guy.
Yeah, and they're like, "Well, that's pretty good." Yeah, it's exactly right. It's question number 2. What movie stars Bill Murray, Harold Ramis, and John Candy as privates in the U.S. Army? Privates in the U.S. Army. I have a question. Maybe one of you guys out there. Now, normally, we don't put the answers in the chat. But when I ask a question that has nothing to do with the actual question that you're getting points for, then you can answer me in the chat. And my question to you, oh chatters, is what is the lowest rank that an officer can hold? Because like private is enlisted, right?
I don't know enough about the military to answer
Yeah, me neither. I never heard Trash Panda before the movie. I did. My old roommate's hockey team is called the Trash Pandas, and they have a graphic designer on their team who like did a whole logo for their like beer league hockey team, and it looks really good. They got like official merchandise out called the Trash Pandas.
According to interesting Google Analytics, Trash Panda started becoming a trending search in like 2015.
Okay, but what's that way earlier?
I don't know. That's just back here. It's saying like 12 people searched it in 2004, and then I don't know. This feels like some outlying data. I'm kind of going by when it
when it starts to spike.
Yeah, when it actually spiked with like I don't know what these numbers represent. Is this interest? Is this
Also, I
thousands?
like the idea that if you look down and you look at where it's happening.
Alabama, like exclusively.
Loves trash pandas. Loves trash pandas. But that's not what we're wondering. We're wondering.
Rocket City Trash Pandas
Stripes.
basketball team.
It's stripes, folks. Stripes. Not meatballs, not Seven Pepper Rand, not soldiers, but stripes. Let's go to question number 3, shall we? To what city is the McAllister family flying for Christmas vacation in the film Home Alone?
The Army certainly don't have interns.
Ensign? Just a guess. I think ensign is also an enlisted rank. Pretty sure. Is the only way to become an officer to go to college? I don't know enough about the military.
An officer.
Yeah, an officer.
I don't know.
Because like if you do ROTC, then you're an officer. I know that for sure.
Okay. So one interesting thing about Trash Pandas that I want to say, and then we'll move on.
Okay.
It seems like it popped up as a meme after the first Guardians movie, but before the second one.
So I was right.
No, but they don't say it in the first one.
Oh.
But it's just that's when it became popular
And
between
then,
movies.
And then they brought it on for the second
then
one.
they put it in the movie.
To what city is the McAllister family flying for Christmas vacation in Home Alone? It's Paris. Paris. It's not Lost in New York. That's the next one. Not Chicago, not Honolulu, not Nope, but Paris. Also, the movie Nope was really good. Did you watch that movie?
I haven't seen it.
I really like it. Actually. I had a great time watching
didn't see any movie. I'm looking back at my. Hey, someone's in the game.
it. Hey, someone's in the game.
Hey,
Who is
Lauren's here.
Oh, hello. Nope, got snubbed. Absolutely. Yes, thank you. I'm cracked boy. Very good. I'm Ozzy. Hello, Ozzy. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the game. If you like what we do here, consider following us. We play every Tuesday and Wednesday. We do trivia, and it's not just on movies. In fact, we're gonna play 3 games today. Our first one's on movies, but the next 2 games, that's gonna be up to you. Let's go to question number 4. Battle of the Smithsonian is the subtitle of the 2009 sequel to what film? 2009 sequel. Haven't seen. Not interested.
Good movie. Home Alone.
Oh.
Good Christmas movie. Zan Spectro, it's a good Christmas movie.
You know what? It is a good Christmas movie. I saw a video breaking down all the times that the Wet Bandits would have died.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It was a pretty good video.
They really up it in the second one. Like in the first one, it's like pretty good the amount of damage they take, and then the second one, it's like they are just getting smashed in the head with bricks over and over again.
Oof. That
It's a little
scene.
more cartoony. The second one.
But that scene in Home Alone where he his shoes get stuck to the stairs,
Yeah,
and then he
it's
takes
like
his shoe.
shoe, sock,
And then
there's a nail. Just
Ooh.
straight through. Yeah.
It gets me every time. And it's so funny because it's just clearly a foot going, like, if here's the nail, the foot's just being like right here, just zoop, and they're shooting it from over here, or from over here. But it's such a clever, it's so simple, but it works so well.
Yeah.
Battle of the Smithsonian, Smithsonian. It's night at the museum, folks.
It's not at the museum.
Night at the Smithsonian. I'll give it to you, fine. I shouldn't, but I will. It's question number 5. James Caan's character in The Godfather and Alan Tudyk's robot character in iRobot share what name?
You know what? Here's an idea for a YouTube series, right?
Okay.
Because I think it would have to have a visual element.
Okay.
Is you watch a movie that takes place in a really specific location.
Okay.
And then you go to that location, and just feel out the vibe.
Just feel out the vibe. Yeah,
So,
like
the Night at the Museum movies, because those are, I guess, real museums.
those are real museums, but that's not the Smithsonian that's in DC.
It's supposed to be.
It is? I
Yeah.
thought that was. What's the one in New York?
That's the Natural History Museum.
Oh,
I don't
it's
think
not
there's
that
any
one?
Smithsonian. The sequel takes place in DC.
Oh, the sequel, right? But the first one is in New York.
Yes.
Gotcha. That's what I was getting confused, because the first one has the big T-Rex, and that's not in the Smithsonian DC.
There was one in the museum we went to.
Was it T-Rex?
I think so.
I think you're right, actually. Yeah, it was next to the big bone.
Yeah, the big bone that we got a picture of Kyle with.
Yeah. James Caan and Alan Tudyk. It's Sunny. Look how they massacred my boy. That's not my best.
Good meme.
Thanks. Not Eugene, not Michelle, not Sam, but Sunny.
You guys gonna go check out locations for Sleepless in Seattle?
Yeah.
Sure.
I watched that movie recently for the first time.
Are there a lot of
last
Seattle
year.
landmarks in it?
No, not really.
Yeah. They probably filmed it in Vancouver.
Yeah, probably, yeah. The thing is that like a lot of it takes place like in his home, in one of those like floating homes, you know?
On the boat? On
Yeah.
Lake Union?
He like lives on Lake Union is the idea.
Okay.
And it's like, and he's like an architect.
What?
I think he's an
That's
architect.
weird. That's weird to think.
Question number 6, which actor has had leading roles in Jurassic World and the Lego movie? Lego movie, is it an animated movie?
Yes.
It has giant sections of, not giant, but
Oh,
they
I
have full-on scenes that are just live action.
Yeah, so does,
Marcel the Shell.
I was gonna say Page Master.
Page Master. Wow, that's a
The
throwback.
Macaulay Culkin movie, right?
Yeah.
That's a
Alan
mostly-
Tudyk is really funny in Resident Alien.
It's a show on Sci-Fi.
Huh. I like Alan Tudyk.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he shows up in Andor season 2.
Oh, as the
K2SO.
As K2SO. Which actor has had leading roles in Jurassic World and Lego movie? It's Chris Pratt. He's so cool.
He's so cool. Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
That's right. And hey, you know what? Ozzy, you only get one of these, but I'll do it. I'll give you the answer if you follow on Twitch, but I need to see you follow on Twitch right now before I can do that. That's the rules.
Them's the rules.
Them's the rules.
Also get,
there we
that
go.
Pratt that wore a hat.
That Pratt who wore a hat. You're right, thank you. I almost missed that one. Crisp Pratt.
I'm sorry, what do you do for new followers?
Thank you.
It's been so long.
It's been so long. With new followers, we like to give you a digital high five, so here's how it works. You're gonna place your hand right on the screen, just like this, just like that. Just line up your hand with my hand, like put your hand on your screen, however you're watching this, and line it up with mine, because here it comes.
Nice.
Digital high five. High five.
Hey,
and
Lauren!
another one? You know what to do. I just described it. This one's for you. Line it up. There we go. Side five.
We need Darren in the studio more so that Peter doesn't keep snubbing Zan Spectrum. You know what? I don't catch it every time.
It's, you can only do so much.
I just noticed it because it was on the screen.
Question 7, An Unexpected Journey and The Battle of the Five Armies are the subtitles of the first and last films in what series that made Sir Ian McKellen cry?
We were talking about this.
We were talking about this not an hour ago.
Not but an hour ago. We were talking for a long time today.
We were.
That was like a quick 50-minute conversation.
We were respectfully disagreeing.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't. My roommate and I, we talk about movies, but like we couldn't have that conversation. He would lose interest so quickly.
Really? He'd be like, it doesn't matter.
Exactly. Now, if we were talking about bicycles, he would go on forever.
Bicycles. Yes.
Is this about him crying about how green screen acting is nothing like a classic acting?
That's exactly right. Yes.
Yes, it is. But what I was saying was, what's interesting about motion capture is because you actually have all of the actors acting in a space together, it's closer to like black box theater or like. I think it's better. I think it's better than green screen.
Yes, I think that's what it is. It's that being in a room with another actor, it's a dance.
It's always better.
It's a dance. You have a partner, and it doesn't work if only one person is putting in the energy. Mm-hmm. And it sucks because in funny enough, like it's not much different what Ian McKellen was doing than what the people that did Avatar were doing. Mm-hmm. The only difference is that they were in the room together, whereas in that specific instance, Ian McKellen had to look down because he's looking at hobbits that aren't there, that were in the room, just in the other room, mm-hmm. because they made two sets, identical sets, one giant so that the hobbits looked small, and one small
but it's
so
all
that the
green
regular.
Screen anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Right. It was wild.
The Battle of the Five Armies is one of the worst films I've ever seen in theaters. Agree. Same. I also subjected myself to that.
And it was long.
Boring.
Question 8. What actor played Detective Mike Lowry in the Bad Boys film series?
Ugh.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Put Michael Bay on the map.
This is one of those 50-50 questions that I just don't know. Like, I know the two options, but I don't know which one's which.
Mike Lowry. Is he the married one or the womanizer one?
I don't even know which one of those is which. I mean, I can guess based off the actors.
Yes,
but...
then you'd be right. I think just guessing off of the actor, which one is which.
What's the worst movie you've ever seen in theaters? Have you ever walked out of a movie?
Never walked out of a movie. Okay, I have walked out of a movie, but it wasn't because it was bad.
Same.
It was because the person I was going to watch the movie with suddenly realized that they actually couldn't be there and they forgot about an appointment that they had. What actor played Detective Mike Lowry in The Bad Boys? That is Will Smith. Smil with.
Hey, I Love Beats got it.
Will Smith.
And Jan Jake's got it, of course.
Keep his name out, ya.
I know where you were going with that.
Yep. Not Kevin Hart, not Martin Lawrence, the other one, Will Smith.
Yeah.
Nice.
Will Smith.
Well done. It's question 9. In what 2015 romantic comedy film does LeBron James play himself as a friend of main character?
I Love Beats.
Played by Bill Hader.
Yeah, you've walked into something that I didn't think of. Which is, I like
Bank of America? Bofa?
No. Battle of Five Armies.
Oh.
But it's, I think of all of the Hobbit movies, my favorite's probably Bofa.
Bofa.
Battle wasn't that bad. I was sad I think it actually is that bad, though. I Love Beats. I'm sorry, but I think it actually is that bad.
I think that there's probably a version of that movie that is one long movie, like a 4-hour movie. That's better.
Here's the
and I'm sure that someone on the internet has done that.
A take I heard recently is that The Hobbit, the first one, is pretty good because it's Bilbo's story. And he goes from being a sniveling little coward to a hero.
Yes.
But then he has 2 movies left. And so who's knocked unconscious for most of the Battle of the Five Armies? The Hobbit, the Battle of the Five Armies.
Yes.
Like he's the titular Hobbit, and he is unconscious.
Well, it's funny because
in a ditch for most of that movie.
And the book, the whole thing about the book is
it happens while he's unconscious.
It happens while he's unconscious, and the point is that that's not the point.
Yeah.
Right? Is that it's not about the big battle that happens because we cut over the battle in the book. Because it's a children's book, and it's not about the battle, it's about your favorite little hobbit, a little small character. In what 2015 romantic comedy film does LeBron James play himself? That is Trainwreck. LeBron James playing himself in a movie that isn't the sequel to Space Jam, Space Harder.
Space Jam New Legacy.
Is that what it's called? I actually have no idea what it's called.
Oh God, I watched that when I had COVID for the first time.
That I turned off.
And
I turned that movie off.
I could not watch it in one sitting. Like
it was bad.
I had to take a nap halfway through.
It was bad. Question 10.
Bad.
In 1997 film The Lost World was a sequel to what high-grossing film released 4 years earlier? The 1997 film The Lost World was a sequel to what high-grossing film released 4 years earlier?
Interesting trivia from Exodia Finder. All Quiet on the Western Front could be the first picture to win the first thing to win Best Picture twice. Does that make sense?
It does, because All Quiet on the Western Front in what, 1933 or something?
1930.
1930. That's rough, because they made that movie being like, hey, look, that World War we had, whoo, wasn't that something?
Yeah.
World War to end all wars. That one.
The Great War.
The Great War. The greatest of wars will never be topped, they said.
Someone's like, oh yeah, World War I, crazy. What?
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm sorry, what was that? 1997 film The Lost World was, of course, Jurassic Park sequel.
We've had one World War, yes, but what about Second World War?
Not Jurassic. I'll give it a Jurassic World. I don't like it, but I'm gonna give it to you because I'm nice. The Lost Boys is funny. The final question. How difficult do you want this final question to be? Should it be an easy, medium, or hard question? That's of course up to you, because this here is a democracy when I allow it to be. It looks like it's gonna be a hard question, folks, so wager accordingly. 0, 10, or 20 points, those are your options. But remember, this is the only question in the game that you will lose those points wagered if you get the question wrong. So don't.
I would love to see a really gritty, like World War I film, right? Like Fury or something. Is that a World War I movie?
Fury?
Yeah.
I think
right?
Fury's 2.
Okay.
World War II. Tanks were only becoming a thing.
Yeah, sure. So World War I movie, 1917, right? Like I'd love to see 1917, but just every time they refer to the war, they call it World War I.
Oh, World War I.
Someday when World War I ends, we can be together, Miriam, but until such a day, I must stay here fighting.
Today is not this day.
I must stay here fighting in World War I.
Yes, that'd be great.
That might just be a sketch.
You're right, it is. At only 11 years old, who won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her role in the 1993 film, The Piano?
Oh, I'm glad I didn't wager on this one.
I don't know this.
This is a what's her name? Jane Campion film. Won Best Director last year for Power of the Dog.
Oh.
You see that one?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I liked it.
I did not like it. I thought it was too pretentious.
How is it pretentious?
Because it could have been a short.
It could have been.
It could have been 20 minutes, that movie.
Just like the
understand.
last 20 minutes.
I understand the point.
I like when he's playing banjo and Kirsten Dunst is trying to play piano and he's just like playing way better than her. Like actively destroying her psychically.
It was just, the thing is that like, so I watched a Brazilian movie over last week called Mars One. It's on Netflix, you could watch it. And it's just about a family, like a poor family, but not destitute family, in Brazil, right? And it's just like, it follows like the mom, the dad, and the brother and the sister. And it's just kind of like their lives for like 2 weeks. And nothing really happens in that movie, but it was so much better than Power of the Dog because I cared about the characters, because the characters were interesting and felt like they were trying to do something, because all of them had like a little goal that they were trying to achieve and stuff happens to them, but it doesn't really like affect the other stories. They only interact sort of, and nothing really happens in that movie, but that movie ended and I was like, wow, nothing really happened in that movie, but that's okay.
Okay, let's see those answers.
Let's see those answers, shall we? Power of the Dog, I didn't like it.
think
Anna Paquin.
I think it's a good movie.
It's not Drew, it's not Dunst, it's not Natalie Portman, it's Paquin. It's Paquin. All right, let's take a look. Who took the win on this one? Who? Dan, Jakes, Maureen K, and Lauren all tied for first place there with a perfect score of 75 points. Well done. Please come up and accept your reward.
Wow.
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 Wow. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank the Academy. Exodia Finder in 4th, Yitsu in 5th, McClunky in 6th, Dorina in 7th, I Love Beats in 8th, Jenner in 9th, Pen Pusher in 10th, Bookingston in 11th, Jenna in 12th, Aria in 12th as well, Woto Mota in 14th, Kitty Cassie in 15th, Marley Lynch in 16th, Owlet in 17th, and Ozzy in 18th. Don't worry, Ozzy, if movies not your thing, don't worry, because we got 2 more games and you get to decide what we play next. Let me know in the chat what topics of trivia should we do next. I'll put it up on a poll. You guys will vote on what you want to play next, and then that's what we'll play. Because like I said, this here, it's a democracy, and your vote matters.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, okay, but put Harry Potter on there. Let's take a look. Just take a look at all these options we got, and this isn't even all of the options.
1990s music.
1990s
wow, great,
music.
Great
okay.
options.
All right. We got,
sports.
Sporty sports.
One more. Let's get one more.
Let's get one more in there. Just take a look at all these. Oh wow, look how many options. Don't worry, Zant. I guess the same. Also thinking
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Okay, get that poll rolling. Remember to vote And hey, remember that you can also use those channel points, our exclusive trivia coins, to vote multiple times if you'd like. In the meantime, we're gonna roll an ad, and we'll be right back.
Could have hit it like a second earlier. Sometimes it takes forever to load
It
the
just
ad.
it
Look at
does.
that.
It just
Look at
does.
that
It just
go.
takes a
There we
second.
go.
It just takes a second. All right.
Wow. No. Okay.
Oh, it's only three votes.
Yeah. I'll throw a vote in. Why not?
I'll vote too.
I want to vote for 90s music.
I'm
No,
gonna
actually, I want to
vote
vote for sports, because why not?
Or Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Wow.
How do you feel now?
Like democracy, like
Like
I feel like I love democracy.
I love democracy.
Spoiler zone. Spoiler zone.
Spoiler zone.
I haven't seen anything really worth spoiling.
Spoiling.
Andor. I saw finished Andor.
Ooh, that's
There's
good.
not really much to spoil in that.
Well, I know what happens to the character in the end.
Yeah, exactly.
Here, I'll spoil something. The Last of Us, really good.
Okay.
Watch it.
I need to. I should get on board with that.
It's really good. Now's the time.
Wow, 90s music or Buffy.
Okay. Well, don't worry. Arya Hastings.
We'll be back in 5 seconds.
Yeah,
We're
we'll
back
be
in 5
We're
seconds.
back in 5, 4, 3,
2, 1. And we're back.
and we're back. Thanks for not going anywhere, folks. Looks like we've got 1990s music and Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so those are the next two games we'll play. They're tied, might as well play them. So let's go ahead and start with 1990s music, because that way you don't have to bump out to go to another party.
I'll look and see if there's a Buffy pack worth playing.
Wow, thanks. Appreciate that. Where is 1990s music? Oh, there it is. All right, and remember, if you're out there in the Twitch-overse or over on YouTube and you're watching this and you're thinking, gosh, it'd be so fun to play trivia with these guys and answer questions about 1990s music, well, you're in luck. Now's the perfect time to join. All you gotta do is download the app. It's right here. It's called Sporcle Party. It's on your favorite app store. It's totally free. Download the app, type in that game code over there, 456735. Come play some trivia with us. It's gonna be a good time. 1990s music. It was a good decade for music. Okay? I'm just gonna say it. I like grunge. Okay? Sue me. Don't, please. I don't have a very good lawyer. Let's start 1990s music, folks. Here we go. Same rules as last time. I ask the questions, you answer them. Associate a wager. You know how it works. Let this game start. Question number 1, Baby One More Time was the title of the 1999 hit single and debut album from what pop singer? This feels like it's a borderline 2000s question. But that's okay.
Only 90s kids will remember.
Only 90s kids will remember it. Yeah. That's the thing about 90s kids, is that if you were born in the 90s, the 2000s, the aughts, those were your years. Like, it's weird to think that SpongeBob first aired in 1999. Isn't that wild?
SpongeBob was in 99?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that.
Good times. Good times.
I mean,
Anything?
there's a couple.
There's a couple. All right.
There's one where the first question is, where one of the questions in the pack is, do you like this quiz? So I think we're not gonna play that one.
No, that's not a great one. Baby One More Time by everyone's favorite, Britney Spears, in the news again.
In fact, Kyle is Peter's lawyer.
Kyle is Peter's lawyer, yes. Brittany Javelin, nice. Let's go to question number 2 here. We're just gonna roll right through the 90s. Zombie, Linger, and Ode to My Family were all hit songs in the 1990s by the Cranberries, who hailed from what European country? Zombie, 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 eh, eh. Did you ever watch that Zack Snyder movie that went straight to streaming?
It was produced by Netflix.
The Bruce Netflix?
Yeah, I did.
What was that called? I already forgot because
Army
it
of
wasn't
the
good.
Dead.
Army of the Dead. Yeah, I want it to be good. I root for Zack Snyder. Let me just put that out there. Mm-hmm. I want to like Zack Snyder almost as much as I want to like Neil Blomkamp.
Did you watch that Zack Snyder video I sent you?
No.
The album movie?
Dang.
You gotta watch that.
I watched part of it.
Okay.
I never finished it though.
You gotta watch the whole thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
interesting.
See, I root for him every time. I want him to be good.
He's making a Star Wars for Netflix. Not literally, but like a Star Wars type space movie.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I'm excited. Why? He lets me down time and time again, and I still keep rooting for the guy. It's an abusive relationship. It's Ireland. The answer, not where Zack Snyder's from.
Itish. I'd give it to Itish.
Yeah, okay. Not Norway, not Sweden, but Ireland.
Like Banshees of Inisherin.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
Good movie. 5 out of 5 fingers.
Wow. Brothers Jordan and Jonathan Knight were 2 of the 5 members in what popular boy band? Popular boy band. In the 90s. Not boy band in the 2000s. That might help a little bit. You know, just letting you know, just giving you a little pay attention. Life is all about being recommended movies/shows by friends and then forgetting them. That's what my life's all about, absolutely. I think I'm gonna watch a movie tonight, and I don't know if it's gonna be Puss in Boots or All Quiet on the Western Front, which are 2 extremely different movies.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to watch Elvis tonight.
I might, yeah, I don't know. Brothers Jordan and Jonathan Knight were 2 of the 5 members of what popular boy band? That's New Kids on the Block, folks. Not 90 Degrees, not Boys II Men, not NSYNC, all good guesses, but New Kids on the Block. Yes.
I don't think I could name one New Kids on the Block song. I do know that Donnie Wahlberg is in it.
Yeah, that's, I can't either. Question number 4, at the 1990s MTV Video Music Awards, Madonna closed the show while famously dressed in 18th century French garb, performing which of her hit songs? This is a little out of left field, but
I genuinely don't know this one.
I was talking about going to a movie, and I think we might go to the theater.
The theatre?
The theater, yes. Because we have like a gift certificate to
the right stuff. Okay.
to the movie theater.
Yeah. Okay.
And we also have a gift certificate to Olive Garden.
When you're there, your family.
And when you're there, your family. And I'm just curious what your opinion is on Olive Garden. Go. Yours.
I've been to Olive Garden 3 times.
I think I've probably been around that, yeah.
Good for if you need to get 10 people fed, you know?
Okay.
And you can get a table. Mm-hmm. It's good because everyone like pasta.
Yeah. It gets a lot of hate.
I mean, it's I don't know. It's like Red Lobster, but Italian food.
Yeah.
It's like.
And I like it.
It's fast,
completely fine. I just think it's completely fine, and it gets a lot of hate, and I don't understand what the hate.
You know what you can do at Olive Garden?
Be family.
And you can have
drink
drinks.
wine.
Yeah, you can drink wine at Olive Garden.
That's true.
I love Olive Garden, though I haven't been there since I gave up cheese. Oh, Exodia.
Vogue!
Oh, wow, I got it.
You got it. It's Vogue. It's not like a virgin. It's not Express Yours. It's not Erotica. It's Vogue. Question 5. Who won the Grammy for Best Female Country Vocal Performance for 4 straight years? Woo. From 92 to 95.
Wow.
Dang, that's actually super impressive. And I did not know that was a thing. What is your favorite country song?
My favorite country song?
Yes. And why is it Sweet Home Alabama? You're telling me, hold on, you're gonna look me in the eyes.
No, see, here's the thing. Leonard Skinner is fine, but I can't not hear that song that's like, we were singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long.
That's Kid Rock.
Yeah. It's not a good song.
No, it's not.
So I can't, like Sweet Home Alabama, fine, but all I can think about is that other song by Kid Rock.
Wow.
Is it Kid Rock?
I think so.
Kid Rock?
I don't know. Is Kid Rock canceled?
There's one who ran for governor of Minnesota or something.
Oh.
I can't remember if that was Kid Rock or Brett.
Oh, you know who it was?
Brett Michaels.
Chapin Carpenter.
I think we like Brett Michaels, but we don't like Kid Rock.
I have no idea who this is. Mary Chapin?
Carpenter. Mary Carpenter.
Mary Chapin Carpenter. I don't know how to say that. I don't understand.
Wow.
I don't know who that is. Also, I like how your name was Reba.
Reba McEntire.
Oh. Dave Matthews, lead singer and guitarist from Dave Matthews Band, was born in what country?
I don't know any of these songs.
Well. I like apparently the story of why Dave Matthews Band is called Dave Matthews Band is because when they were starting, they were called, it was just Dave Matthews and his band was the thing, but people would just keep saying Dave Matthews, like when they were like small town, they put on the chalkboard outside Dave Matthews, and so then he kept going like, no, we're a band, like it's band, it's a band. So then apparently someone outside put Dave Matthews Band, like as in it's a band, guys, it's Dave Matthews, but it's a band, and then they just kept it. Dave Matthews Band.
Do you know the other Dave Matthews story? About when his tour bus was driving over the Chicago River and unloaded its septic tank onto a boat?
No.
Oh.
Tell me that story.
Okay.
Okay, you look into it while I give you the answer, because
It's
the answer
disgusting.
is South Africa. South Africa. But now he lives in Washington.
Oh, you know what? It's time for another Wikipedia. It's time for another edition of Darren Reads a Wikipedia article.
Yes, please. Thank
on
you
stream.
so much.
Did
you? Well, hold on.
Yeah.
Did they change the?
Oh,
Oh, no. Okay, never mind. That is the redesign. They redesigned Wikipedia, you guys.
This is not the redesign.
Yes, it is, because the sidebar used to not be like a table of contents. The sidebar used
But
to
it
be.
doesn't have the like list of things that are in this. Maybe it's because the article's so short.
Oh.
See, it
Are
should
you
say
sure?
like background incident.
Oh yeah. Wait. I don't know. Whatever.
Anyway, it does look skinnier to me when I'm on. Oh yeah, Wiki got changed. I think it's maybe the length of the article. Anyway,
Maybe.
the Dave Matthews Band had booked rooms at the Peninsula Hotel of 108 East Superior Street for a two-night show at the Alpine Valley Music Theater in East Troy, Wisconsin.
Huh.
The incident occurred between the first and second night of the concert. The band booked 5 buses for its show. Stephen Wohl drove the bus of the band's violinist Boyd Tinsley. The violinist got his own bus. During warm months, the Chicago Architecture Center offers... This is just the background, sorry. Incident.
There we go.
On Sunday, August 8, 2004, at 1:18 p.m., Wohl was alone in Tinsley's bus and driving to a downtown hotel when he emptied the bus's black water tank as it crosses the metal grates of the Kinsey Street Bridge. Passenger boat Chicago's Little Lady was hosting the 1 p.m. Chicago Architecture Foundation tour of the Chicago River
No.
while passing under the bridge.
A tour boat, nonetheless.
The boat received the full contents of the tank on the seats of its open roof terrace. Roughly 2/3 of the 120 passengers aboard the tour boat were soaked. The boat immediately returned to its dock where all passengers were issued refunds. 5 passengers went to Northwestern Memorial Hospital for testing.
Oh my God.
According to the Attorney General, passengers aboard included persons with disabilities, elderly, a pregnant woman, a small child, and an infant. Oh God, they describe the liquid in the filing.
Anyway, question 7.
happened.
First released in 1988 in the UK, what Proclaimers song rose to fame in 1993 in the US when it was featured in the film Benny and June? That's the only Proclaimers song I know. That's awful.
I can think of another
and
one.
hilarious, and it's really too bad that it wasn't any member of the band themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it was
I
the
really
bus,
wish
it was
that
the,
it was-
it was the bus driver who did it. It was
Right.
just-
I was really hoping that it would be, Carter Beauford, the drummer.
Beaufort?
Yeah, I think his name is Carter Beauford.
Carter Bofa?
Bofa.
Bofa D's drums.
Bofa these drums.
I want to say one more thing about this, which is on August 25th, Mayor Richard M. Daley held a press conference in which he released the videotape used as evidence. Daley expressed his belief that the dumping was absolutely unacceptable, but that he believed the Dave Matthews Band to be a very good band.
Hey, you guys, the fact that you just dumped all of your literal crap onto a boat full of people is super not cool. But you guys are pretty rad. Let's go. Question 7. It's the only Proclaimer song that really matters. I'm gonna be 500 miles. And I would walk 500 more just to be the one who walked 1,000 miles to fall down that door. What 1991 song by Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch shares its title with a 1966 song by the Beach Boys? Also, the only Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch song that I know.
Probably the only one worth knowing.
Again, much like the Proclaimers.
Yeah, so I'm so glad I was able to share that story with you.
I'm really happy you did, because it did brighten my day, although it did
Darken those people's lives.
their lives. They will forever think of that, being rained on by the bowel contents of the Dave Matthews Band. What 1991 song by Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch shares its title with a 1966 song by the Beach Boys? Which version is better? It's of course Good Vibrations. I think they're both pretty good, actually.
Wait, go up. Why is Get Up also the name of the song? Hang on.
There's not even, oh, there is a T, I guess. There's no P though, or U. And why is that auto accepted?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did they both do a song called Get Up?
I don't think so.
But not in 1991.
Get Up does not appear once on the Wikipedia article for the Marky Mark.
I'm not giving it to you.
That's weird.
Sorry, Yitsu. It's question number 9. Pretty Hate Machine, The Downward Spiral, and The Fragile were the 3 albums released in the 1990s by what rock band that features lead singer Trent Reznor? Also, the composer for such hit soundtracks as Seven and Social Network.
He did something pretty recently too.
I believe it.
You know what I just learned? Hans Zimmer is in maybe we talked about this on a meeting or something recently, but Hans Zimmer was in the band that did Video Killed the Radio Star.
What?
Yeah.
That's wild.
What is
yeah.
that?
Did not know that.
Killed.
Pretty Hate
Buggles.
Machine.
He was in the Buggles. He's playing the synth in the background of the music video.
What a guy. What a guy. It's 9 Inch Nails or Nin. Not Rage Against the Machine, but 9 Inch Nails. What country artist had 17 singles reach number 1 on the Billboard Hot Country chart in the 1990s, including Friends in Low Places and The River? Wow, I've never seen a bar become so lively in Texas than when Friends in Low Places comes on.
I believe it.
Holy!
You know what my favorite country song is? It's the Willie Nelson "Cruel, Cruel World" that he sings in Red Dead Redemption.
That's a good one. That's a good one. The very first music video played on MTV. No way, really?
Yeah.
Video killed the radio star. That makes sense. And our boy Hans.
Yeah.
In the back.
There he
wow.
is.
I gotta watch that.
Look at him.
Oh, look at him. Wow.
Lost it.
I lost it. I'm losing it. What country artist had 17 singles reach number 1? That is, of course, Garth Brooks.
Studio GB, not supposed to talk about a swipe up.
Friends in Low Places, Garth Brooks. All right, folks, you know what time it is. It's time to tell me how difficult you want this final question to be. Easy, medium, hard. Those are the options, and your vote matters. So vote now. That's the voting song. Did you ever have it in the first place, Peter? No, never had it. Never had it, never will. Still losing it. It's time for that final question, but first, the final wager. Again, up to you, 0, 10, or 20 points. But this is the only question in the game that you will lose those points wagered if you get the question wrong. So, wager low if you're not feeling so confident. That's right, Darren. Wager low.
Wager low.
Are you wagering low?
Yep.
No, you didn't even wager yet. We're moving on! So I guess you did, didn't you? You wagered 0.
I tried.
What solo female artist is mentioned in the lyrics of the 1998 Bare Naked Ladies song, 1 Week? Sting. Sting is mentioned in that song. That's not a solo female artist. Yeah. Like Sting and Getting 10 Trick?
Oh. We just talked about this song
Yes,
pretty
we did.
recently.
Like Snickers, I'm guaranteed to satisfy. That's a line. I don't know what comes after that though. Trevor Horn, the lead singer for the Bugles, is super important to music and as a producer/writer, and he was in Yes for a time. Oh, wow. Who knew? Who knew the Bugles was such a influential, like, super group? What solo female artist is mentioned in the lyrics of the 1998 Bare Naked Ladies? That is Leanne Rimes. Leanne Rimes. What's the line? What's the line that has Leanne Rimes in it?
I don't know.
Ugh,
It's Leanne Rimes though.
it's Leanne Rimes. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the grungiest of us all, the 1990s winner, it's Owlet with 58 points. McClunky with 51. Aria in third. Hey, nice job with the 0-point wager there. Aria in third. Maureen K in fourth. Pen Pusher in fifth. Yitsu in sixth, along with Jenna. Exodia Finder in eighth. Zan Spectre in ninth. The Boss in 10th. And Kitty Kessie in 11th. It's time for our final game, and it is on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So we're gonna run an ad real quick while we get that all figured out. You're gonna see a new game code here in just a second. Stick with us. Make sure to come back after the ad break. We'll see you on the other side. Bye. Buffy, not Buddy.
Yeah, let me see if I can figure out which one is the one we should play.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer with 7 plays.
I mean, it's gonna be
Buffy the Vampire Slayer with 23 plays, or Buffy the Vampire Slayer with 18 plays.
I don't know. I mean, I guess the one that doesn't have the first. I guess the one with 7 plays.
7 plays?
Yeah. Let me look at it real quick. It's pretty much all the questions are, what is the name of this character?
Okay. We're gonna do it.
Yeah, they're almost all names.
That's fine.
Wow, they are. That's so weird.
Hey, it turns out that we're a trivia company and we are good at writing questions. Turns out.
And then the one that I don't like because it says, "Do you like this pack?"
That one's not as good.
Other than that question, it's kind of the same.
It's too late. We're already doing it, Darren. We're already doing it. We already have a new game code. It's 656613. Okay? The new game code is 656613. And if you're out there in the Twitchiverse or over on YouTube, now is the perfect time to come join us for some more trivia. We do this every Tuesday and Wednesday, and now is the time to download the app. It's on your favorite app store. It's totally free. Game code's right there, 656613. And we just have a good time. We're just gonna have a good time and you can play along with us. Scoobity boop. Have a good time. Why do we always get like weird spam junk messages on YouTube? Why? I don't understand. Weird. But let's go ahead and start the game. Don't worry if you haven't joined us yet on YouTube. Why? You still can. You can join us a little late. It's no big deal. Question number 1. Who leaves alongside Angel at the end of season 3 to join the cast? You still can. You can join us a little late. It's no big deal. Did you ever watch these shows? Who leaves alongside Angel at the end of season 3? Buffy and Angel?
Not all the way through.
Oh, it's no big deal.
I watched.
It does interest me. I'll tell you that.
Like the first 4 seasons of Buffy. I watched. I was watching it in high school, and then in season 4, I guess she starts college, and that was when I was starting college, and I was like, this is a little too real. This is a little too real. Like watching a character make that transition at the same time that I was like, I don't know about this. It's a little hard to watch. Like watching a character. Also, there's like a whole organization of like monster killers hanging out under college, and that was like watching
Monster killers.
like a monster hunting society or whatever.
Right.
I don't remember. And then Angel, I remember. Angel is one of those shows that was like on TV before I would go to school. So I don't remember.
I see.
So I would just like catch a random episode here or there. So I've seen like on TV, probably before 15 or 20 episodes of Angel.
The show that I was watching when I started college was the British version of In-Betweeners.
Oh, what? That's so
what? That's So Raven?
No, the YouTube audio was feeding into the Twitch stream.
Oh yeah, you got to turn this down.
Well, I just closed it.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, thanks for pointing that out, everybody.
Yeah, total duplication.
This is normally Crazy Kyle's job.
This is normally Crazy Kyle's job. But you know what? He had COVID last week and is like being safe and responsible about it.
I probably got it from going to some like rave or
Yeah, cool underground.
Yeah, definitely not like a sketch comedy show that I was doing.
No, not that. What is the name of Xander and Willow's friend who is turned into a vampire at the beginning of season 1? Oh, okay, you might know this one.
I know it. I'm putting it in, but don't mark me right because I'm looking at the answers.
Oh,
I don't know why I felt the need to put in the right answer.
you know what? I appreciate it. It shows that you care a little bit. It's question number 2. What is the name of Xander and Willow's friend who's turned? Can you give me a lowdown of like the basic
Of the show?
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo, but the monsters are real. And there's no dog.
And there's no dog.
And everyone's horny.
Oh.
That's too different from Scooby-Doo.
That's too different.
It's a bunch of high schoolers, at least for the first 3 seasons, and they live in Sunnydale, California, which is like your classic California town. Not Hollywood, but like, maybe a suburb of LA. And new girl in town, Buffy Summers, shows up, and she, according to Exodia Finder, every generation a girl is born with the powers to fight vampires, demons, and other monsters. So she's basically like a super soldier. She's got strength, reflexes, healing.
But she's like a chosen one type of thing?
She's a chosen one.
Okay.
Like explicitly, she is a chosen one. She's a slayer.
I see.
And the school that she ends up at, or Sunnydale, the town, is on a hellmouth.
A hellmouth.
Like a place on Earth where hell and demons have a tendency to just sort of
come
show up.
out.
So it's very much like Monster of the Week, I would say. Like there's an episode that I remember where some weird stuff's going down in the school because like I think someone goes missing, and what they realize is a girl has been so ignored that she turned invisible. Like
that's very
like
good.
They find her yearbook and it's literally just everyone writing "Have a great summer," which is such a good joke.
That is very good.
Go to the next question.
How many episodes are in season 1?
And then at the end of this episode, she gets captured by like the FBI, and they're like, "Okay, we're gonna turn you into a spy because you're invisible."
Wow.
And then I assume you never hear about her again.
That's very
So
good.
it's like a little X-Files-y in that it's like
Monster of the Week type of thing.
Yeah, it's mostly just vampires, but like there's characters, there's like werewolves and
Of course.
demons and.
Is there a good vampire story that has nothing to do with werewolves? They are intrinsically linked, as far as I'm concerned.
Interview with a Vampire? Maybe?
Okay, fair.
I hear what you're saying, especially in pop culture, because it's sort of like there's not that much you can do with vampires at this point. That doesn't just like tie it into larger. I mean, even Van Helsing, the movie,
Has a vampire.
Has a werewolf.
Or sorry, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Werewolf. That movie kind of kicks ass. When was the last time you watched Van Helsing with huge Ackman?
Isn't it? I feel like it's one of those like Matrix ripoffs, basically.
It kind of is, and you know what? I'm here for it. I watched it on a plane recently, and I was thoroughly enjoying it the entire time.
They changed the lore for vampires a little. When a vampire turns you, you die, and a demon possesses your body. So the vampire isn't just you; it's a demon in your body.
Oh, that's actually a fun change. I actually like that.
Is that accurate? I feel like it's still you. Like you still have your memories and personality, sort of. It's more like you turn into a demon. Because there's a whole thing.
What's Adam's first word spoken after stabbing Maggie Walsh? Adam's first word.
I don't know any of this. But it's a thing where vampires don't have a soul.
Right.
But they can have their soul restored, but they are still a vampire. They're just like not evil anymore.
Right, because the lack of a soul is what makes you evil.
Yeah. And so, because like Angel, David Boreanaz, is a main character for the first few seasons.
Oh, so Angel is a vampire? I thought Angel was an angel.
He has a soul.
But he's not an angel, to be clear?
His name is Angel.
Okay, but he is not an angel.
No, he is a vampire.
Oh, I was kind of excited
I
to
do remember
see.
they mentioned you lose your soul at least. Angel is only nice. Yeah, so Angel got his soul back, and then he and Buffy have sex, and then because of a thing, like if you experience true joy or something, you lose your soul. It's really
what?
Yeah. And so then he goes evil, and then they have to like go. Then they kill him, and then he crawls back out of hell, and he has his soul back. And he and Buffy are like, I don't know, like he kills like a minor character that was.
Bummer.
The librarian's boyfriend or girlfriend. I don't know.
Wow, this is like peak Whedon, right?
I don't know. I guess peak. I guess you could say peak.
I guess did Firefly come out after
Yes.
Buffy?
Yes. Nathan Fillion kind of got like Buffy. He was the villain on like season 6, and that was kind of like his big break.
What was the name of Buffy's new Watcher, who arrived during season 3? The question is, are you just your soul?
A Watcher is your is the
When
guy in
soul
the
meets body.
for so you can understand, a Watcher is the guy in the chair.
Oh,
If the
Gotcha.
if the Slayer is a superhero, your Watcher is the guy in the chair.
gotcha. That's important.
He's got all the knowledge. He's got all the books. He knows how to do all the incantations and stuff.
He just can't do it.
He just can't do it. He's just a guy.
He's just a guy who has a lot of memory.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of RAM. that's
They're
the
all
only part.
nerds.
They're all nerds. And apparently she loses her other one because Wesley becomes her new Watcher in season 3.
No, it's still Giles. Giles is still the Watcher.
Oh.
Well,
It says
I
right there.
So what happens? I think at the end of season 2, Buffy technically dies. Like she drowns in a puddle.
In a puddle?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh.
I mean, she might just get beat to hell by a demon and then like passes out. So basically, she dies and gets brought back to life. I hope this is entertaining. Me just recounting what I remember from a show I watched.
No, this is
10
good
years-
because I
10,
know
14
nothing.
years ago.
Oh, I knew that one. Didn't know I knew that one.
So Buffy gets brought back to life, but because she died, a new Slayer is anointed.
Oh, because it's every.
There's
There's only one.
But so then she comes back to life, so there are 2 Slayers.
Oh.
And I think by extension there are 2 Watchers. So they send
see.
another Slayer and another Watcher to Sunnydale.
Who becomes. Is there only one Watcher per Hellmouth?
I don't know. I had 2 beers and got an autograph with Seth Green, by the way. Oh!
Hey!
Did he talk about his his stolen NFT?
What?
Oh my gosh. This was one of my favorite things last year, is that Seth Green made a show, like a sitcom or whatever, but half of the characters are NFTs. Like they're animated, like he plays a bored ape that he owns.
Wow.
Like instead of just being physically in the show.
Right.
Drowning was season 1. Giles lost his job because she was supposed to pass a test, but it's supposed to be a secret and Giles cared too much to risk Buffy's life. So he told her and lost his job for breaking the rules. Okay. But he doesn't like leave the show.
I see. What nickname for Giles does Ethan Rayne use?
I think Ethan Rayne is Nathan Fillion's character.
Oh.
I never watched that far, so I don't know. The drowning. What was I talking about?
Wait, but you said that you were going into college as she was going into college.
She started as a sophomore in high school. Sophomore, junior, senior, 3
But
years. Season 4.
But I
college.
specifically remember getting the DVD release of Firefly.
Okay.
Lended to me.
No, I was watching it on Netflix.
Oh.
The show started in like the 90s.
That's what I thought. I was like, it's got to be
whatever.
way older
No,
than that.
yeah. I was
Okay.
just watching it around that time.
I see.
Never talked about Buffy or movie. Okay, movies.
Oh, never talked about Buffy or movies. Meaning,
Talked about being an actor in general, but that was
Yeah.
it. Okay, right. I was talking about Seth Green.
Seth
He made
Green.
a show that I think the pilot is out somewhere. I don't know if it's ever actually being released. It's probably, the show itself is probably an NFT, right? Like you have to, buy a sticker or whatever.
wow.
But what happened was
What a
he got
world.
hacked and his NFT got stolen. So technically, because he was no longer the owner of this, specific piece of artwork or whatever, the guy who hacked him could have sued him for intellectual property because he had produced this whole TV show.
With his property,
Yeah,
sort of.
sort of. Like he sold the rights to it, I guess.
Right.
But he didn't. It got stolen. I guess he got it back.
Wow, that's wild. The series ends with Angel being turned human again, and he gets a job on a cop show.
Bones.
Well, yeah, okay.
Besides
Wait,
that, talked about
hold
football.
on.
Yeah.
Emily Deschanel?
Yeah.
Zoe Deschanel's sister?
Yes. Yeah, she's Bones.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
But they do kind of have the same vibe.
They do. They do. Zoe
Besides
Deschanel's
that,
in, like,
talked about
one
football.
episode or something. Emily Deschanel, was Spider-Man 2 when he goes, pizza time.
Yeah, I do.
That's Emily Deschanel. He was like receiving the pizzas.
No way. Wow.
Spider-Man 2 is like weirdly stacked with people who will become somewhat famous.
That's really weird.
Joel McHale is the banker who like denies Aunt May.
Yeah. I remember. I watched Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2 recently.
Spider-Man, I don't know about 2, but 1 is on Netflix right now.
Ooh.
So I need to watch that. Wow, love Buffy, huh?
I love Buffy. Who appeared in Buffy's dream? Who the first Slayer spoke to Buffy through? The first Slayer, as in like the first Slayer ever?
Yeah, like the first Avatar.
Like the first Avatar, Jake Sully.
Jake Sully. So long ago now. How can I get to next quiz?
How can you get in the next quiz? This is our last quiz of the day, but if you come back tomorrow at 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern, I don't know what that is in European time, but 7 o'clock in New York, whatever that is for you.
Or if you live in the West Coast, it's 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
It's 4 o'clock.
4
If you're on the
o'clock.
West Coast. LA, 4 o'clock in LA, 7 o'clock in, okay, that must be too
based on
late.
Torsi, description of real football, not
Right,
being American.
that's what I'm
you're
thinking,
probably
European
in
time.
European time.
Yeesh.
So the next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday at 12 o'clock Pacific, 3 o'clock Eastern, this time.
So 8 o'clock your time?
8 o'clock your
9
time.
o'clock?
9 o'clock.
7
whatever.
o'clock?
7.
7 hours. 7 hours away.
No, 9 hours away. 7 hours from.
It says right there 7 hours.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever right now is, an hour ago, show up next week. And you can come and definitely follow us here on Twitch, and then you'll get a notification when we go live. But we play every Tuesday and Wednesday. We play 3 games every day.
Torsi's been following us for a year and a half.
Let's go, Torsi. We'll make sure to come back
Almost 2 years.
next week, and we'll play some more trivia. You know what, Torsi, just for you.
7 hours from New York. Oh wow, you're way out there, huh? Torsi, are you in?
I think that's just regular European time.
No. It's
Like what time is it in Paris right now?
I think it's from here 7 hours.
I don't think that's right.
I think it is.
I could be wrong. I've been wrong before.
It's 10 p.m. in Paris right now, which is 9 hours. Okay. Norway. Wow, it's 9 p.m. in the UK right now.
There you go.
So 8 hours from here.
There you go. Well, like I said, Torsi, just for you, let me know what topic of trivia you want to play next Tuesday, and we'll play it. Just let me know. We'll play it a week minus 1 hour from this exact time. Let's go to question number 10. What is the number of the Summers house? Is Buffy's last name Summers?
Yeah.
And they're in Somerville?
Sunnydale.
Sunnydale. Oh, because light. And light casts a shadow.
So yeah. Anything else about Buffy you want to know?
Yeah. Who plays the main character?
What's her name? She's got one of those 3 names, like a serial killer. It's not Sarah Jessica Parker. It's not Jennifer Love Hewitt. Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Has she done anything recently?
Recently? She was Daphne in the Scooby-Doo movies. The 2 live-action Scooby-Doo movies. Daphne, red hair, purple dress.
No, I'm aware of who Daphne is. Not to be confused with the new animated show that's out right now, Velma.
Oof.
I don't know enough about that show to have any sort of comment on it.
I'm just gonna not watch it.
Exactly.
But everything I've heard is oof.
Is oof. But the person who played Velma in the live action ones in like the early 2000s or whatever is Hawkeye's wife.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Yeah. Her name is
Don't know.
Linda?
Linda. It's Linda.
Something?
What's the number of the Summers house? Should have said red-headed famous people since I'm a ginger with no soul, but I'm going for European football. Okay, love that. Soccer.
That was the greatest insult Sarah Michelle Gellar could ever be. We're not comparing Sarah Michelle Gellar to Velma.
No. We're she's
We said-
Daphne.
Yeah.
She's Daphne.
In the Scooby-Doo movies, which are fine.
Which are fine.
They're fun.
They're dumb,
Yeah,
but they're
dumb
fine.
and fun. James Gunn. Dumb, fun, James Gunn.
Wait, hold on. Both of them?
Bofa? Both of these dudes?
Both of these
I think he
dudes.
wrote both of them, yeah.
Wow.
He definitely wrote the first one, Scooby-Doo, Monsters Unleashed.
But isn't the whole thing that the first Isn't
I
didn't watch the second
he wrote the
one.
screenplay for the second one. And the first
Yeah, in the first one?
He wrote the screenplay for both.
Okay. Well, all I remember is watching the Scooby-Doo live action, and they did away with the whole thing about Scooby-Doo, which is there are no monsters, it's just people.
But they do that in the animated show too. In like Zombie Island.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo and Zombie Island, real zombies.
Real zombies in Zombie Island?
Yeah.
Huh.
I think it's fine. Zan Spectro, I hear you.
What is Giles' first name?
Giles.
Giles.
But also, like there was a Brady Bunch movie that came out in the 70s, or the 90s, I mean. Brady Bunch, like quintessential 70s show, right? Like wholesome family, very goofy. And then Squares, totally Squares. And then they did a night, also the Squares intro, I realize now. Yeah. But also they are Squares.
Okay.
And then in the 90s, they made a Brady Bunch movie, which was like a satire. Because it was like as if the Brady Bunch existed in the 90s and they were all lame and weird. Because they were like so 70s.
Oh, you know what? That's a fun take.
Yeah, and it was like an officially produced, like Paramount owned the rights and they were like, yeah, this is funny.
Wow. Was it?
Ghoul School, also Real Monsters. That's another animated one.
Ghoul School?
That's one of the weird ones where just Shaggy and Scooby are in it, like not the other Mystery Inc. characters.
The other mystery people?
Yeah. Turtle, on the other hand.
Oh. What? What happened?
I don't know. Scrappy-Doo. Oh yeah, Scrappy-Doo too. Yeesh.
Well,
you know what? I'm gonna compare Scrappy-Doo to Velma.
Oof. Okay, that's fair. I guess we're done now.
I didn't see what happened.
Did we get to the final question and I just move forward?
Did we skip the final question?
Did we skip the final question?
No, the final question was who's Giles? Oh, well, it's back. No. It's who's Giles? What's Giles' first name?
That was
Angonia, Arya, Exodia Finder, top 3. Thank you, Exodia Finder.
Thank you. There you go. Well, thank you so much for playing, folks. I guess we're going to end it there on Buffy the Vampire Slayer and how apparently nobody knows anything about it, including me. I know more about Buffy the Vampire Slayer at this very moment than I ever have in my entire life.
Welcome.
Thank you, Darren. We'll see all you tomorrow at 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern for some more trivia. Make sure to come back. And then, of course, next Tuesday, thanks to Torsi, we're going to be playing some soccer trivia, some European football, whatever you want to call it. There's a ball, there are 2 goals, and you use your feet to put the balls
And what happens when someone scores a goal?
They go, goal!